What are some small purchases that you made that significantly improved your productivity or happiness or well being? Number one answer is Roomba, less time cleaning. I actually had a Roomba, but it was not a super high tech one that could like map out with LiDAR or whatever and figure out where everything was. So I didn't end up using it that much. But I think if I was to get one eventually, I would buy a higher end model. And I think that really would help out a lot. And I've seen a lot of people swear by their Roombas. If it's saving you any amount of time during the week, that's like a huge quality of life benefit. So definitely consider getting a Roomba. Colored light bulbs that gradually turn on in the morning as an alarm. And in the evening, I can put on softer colors to help decompress from hospital fluorescent lighting. Yeah, I really wanted to get this. So I wanted to get the Philips Hue one, but it was like $100. And I was like, man, $100 for an alarm clock and a light. Like, there's got to be some cheaper option out there. So I ended up getting this one that was available at Costco. And the problem is it's just kind of janky. It's just not that good. And the Philips Hue one is like much more natural. It gets a lot brighter. I think the alarm sounds are a lot better. So I really haven't even been using this one from Costco that I got. So I'm still thinking about getting this Philips Hue alarm light. And one of the big benefits I think that would be for me is that if you have a really good alarm clock that you're willing to use in the morning, it's going to be nice because it helps you wake up more naturally with the light slowly coming on. You're just like kind of more naturally wake up rather than just being jolted awake by an alarm sound. But B, it will allow me to put my phone, like in the bathroom or outside the room somewhere. So when I am waking up, I don't have those days where I just lie in bed, like watching YouTube all day. Because my phone will be literally out of my bed. I'd have to get out of my bed to use it. So that would probably be well worth $100. And it's probably going to be something I should buy for myself next time it's on sale. Or maybe when it's not on sale, maybe I should stop waiting for all these things to be on sale and just buy them. Like, sometimes it's not worth waiting for all these sales all the time. Compression socks for rounds to minimize back pain and fatigue from standing for so long actually works. Get footless if it makes your feet stink. Learned from a Mohs surgeon who stood all day and had a high-paced life. That's a lot of details. Blackout curtains, of course. Although I've found that blackout curtains are actually very difficult to actually fully get blackout in terms of your room because light will always leak from the sides and everything. So my curtains, I even put some like double-sided magnetic tape, and you tape it to the edge, and then I had to put some like cardboard things on the very top, and even then you still get a little bit of light leakage. It's like very hard to fully make your room completely dark. So really recommend buying those eye masks as well to really fully complete the package. Air fryer, we have one, but I've actually never used it. It just seems so difficult to clean, but it does seem like it'd be very convenient for cooking things for sure. Multicolor pen, soda stream machine. Oh, Catherine, my wife, has actually been suggesting maybe getting this because I drink so much sparkling stuff, so maybe. And a space heater. Travel coffee mug and multicolored pens. Multiple pairs of high quality compression socks. A pen that doesn't smear and writes really well that I love. Also comes in fun colors like green and purple. Sharpie S Gel. This person says the G2 Ultra Fine 0.38 millimeters or my day is ruined. That's the Pilot G2, I believe. And I think I have the 0.7s because these are the ones you can get at Costco. But I've had a couple of the 0.38s, and I do think the 0.8s are better. I can't remember actually. But actually, to be honest, at the hospital, I just use the generic little Bic pens or whatever, the really thick ones. Like, I don't know. I just lose my pens way too often to go for any fancy pens. But you'll see people recommending fancy pens all day long in terms of residency and being in the hospital in general. Shox Open Run Bone Conduction Headset. All right, this person definitely sounds like a runner, but that must be cool. It's like conducting the sound through your bones, I'm guessing. Amazon credit card, highly recommend. 5% back. You need to get that because most of your purchases in residency are going to be on Amazon. Trust me. I have Amazon credit card, Costco credit card, and just like a regular Chase one for generic other purchases. I'm sure I could optimize that a little bit more, but having a more simplified set of credit cards is just kind of nice for me in terms of cognitive burden. High quality internet. Oh, a wife. Okay. That's a small purchase that he made that really improved his quality of life. Wow. 3 monitor setup for my custom gaming PC. I need to upgrade my monitor size because I've always used 24-inch because that's the kind of professional gaming standard size. 24-inch is what most competitive gamers have and what you use at competitive tournaments. But nowadays, I'm not really doing competitive gaming. I actually sit kind of far from my thing. I play DDR sometimes, and so I really need to upgrade the size. I need to get at least 27-inch. I think for the vast majority of people, 27-inch is going to be where it's at for maximizing productivity and just enjoyability. And you can still play games on it. I'm not going to be like these days, I'm not really even playing that much, but like even for my editing workflow, it'll just like give me so much more screen real estate to work with. So definitely recommend at least a dual monitor setup and probably a 27-inch monitor. Curious to hear how small of a purchase your wife was. The Calm app for sleep. Really can't recommend it enough. Padded eye mask. That's the one I have. High quality and effective skincare. I'm still lacking on that because all these eczema issues. This is not a small purchase, but it's definitely made the biggest quality of life difference. House cleaners Q2 weeks. And that's another way to go about it instead of getting the Roomba, because the Roomba can only just like pick up things and dirt and stuff off the ground, which is still huge, but house cleaners can actually clean the whole house for you. And so that's another commonly seen suggestion that I've seen. The Calm app for sleep is probably, I need to work on my sleep more. And I think the biggest problem for me is just too much YouTube and too much, screen use before bed, and also just not exercising enough during the day because I'm not physically tired and I can never fall asleep. Also, if I drink any coffee these days, I literally can, even if I drink just like 1 cup in the morning, I cannot fall asleep at night. And so I need to really break that habit, because sometimes every now and then I'm like, man, I just want to try some coffee, and it just screws me for the whole rest of the week. So for me, sleep hygiene is a huge quality of life thing that, we need to work on in residency. Like, I have so much problem sleeping. Haven't tried it myself, but one of my attendings uses AirPods for dictation, so it's hands-free from his phone, makes him very quick at notes. Interesting. That you definitely could do that if you have Dragon. Like at my hospital, we have Power Mic Mobile, and Dragon, and somehow I got grandfathered into Dragon. But yeah, I could totally see that. I mean, the thing is, you're pretty much hands-free when you're dictating with Dragon anyways. You're just holding your phone like this, and then you're talking to it. So, but I could see, like, some people I've heard like write their notes while they're like driving and stuff. So that's a possibility. Juice up pens, iPad, iPhone for rounding, and placing orders on Epic Haiku. Definitely need to get an iPhone if you are working with Epic, because you cannot put orders in on Android and you can put orders in on iPhone. That's why I made the switch a couple of years ago. iPad, I've tried every single iPad. I tried iPad Pro or iPad Air, and I tried the mini iPad. I just cannot there's not enough functionality yet for me to be able to use it. If I could pull up images, if I could pull up, certain flow sheets and stuff, I think it'd be a lot better. And if I could write notes on them. But the problem is they can't write notes very well either. There's just like very limited functionality. So a lot of people in this thread ended up recommending iPads and stuff, but I've just not been able to get to use them. A nice coffee grinder and a Roomba. Portable mechanical keyboard, especially if the ones you have at the hospital are bad. And I've been getting into my, mechanical keyboard recently, and I have not brought this into the hospital, but when the keyboards are bad, you do sometimes wish you had a portable mechanical keyboard there. And I have some co-residents that do bring their portable mechanical keyboards. So I would consider it, definitely. It's something we use so much in our field. So you should use whatever feels the most comfortable and makes you the most efficient and effective and happy. Gym membership. Many big chains have memberships under $20 a month. Physical fitness activity was one of the best things I did for my mental health in residency. And on that note, I would also say, consider building a home gym, which is what I have, although I still need to get a little bit more consistent. I was very consistent for a few months. Actually got really, the strongest I'd ever been back in the summer. But yeah, just got to figure out how to make it a consistent thing for me, where I'm not just like really consistent for a few months, just completely stop and then restart again. The problem that every single guy has. Some potted succulents. Now I have a big garden. I love coming home to it. I think that would be great. The air quality is huge, and having green in your house is definitely going to be a mood elevator. And I think that's probably something I should do. Unfortunately, a lot of my plants seem to die here. There's not that great sunlight here. But that's definitely a great idea. Paying a little more to live right next to the hospital. Goddamn, that's 1.5 hours I'm buying myself every single day. All you can eat sushi and a marriage certificate. An air fryer, especially when getting the free hospital food and air frying it. This really is something every resident needs. It makes cooking things so fast, easy, mindless. I prefer it way more than a crock pot. Radiology resident, I got a 2-liter Camelback so I can sip on water hands-free throughout my call shifts. Litter robot. Oh, I am a cat owner. And we have 2 cats in this household. Only one is ours. So that's why I've hesitated, because if I had 2 cats of my own, I probably would have gotten it. But I know that in the future, it's only going to be 1 cat. So I don't know. But cleaning litter, I feel bad. I just feel bad just cleaning litter. Cleaning litter is just like a chore every single time. And so having a litter robot, one of my friends got it, does seem like a really good quality of life increase. My cats no longer need me. Not a resident yet, but I would say a journal was the best purchase I made. It takes 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. Something I have done in the past and I've had videos about doing, and I really do want to get back into it, especially after watching some of the videos today. Power bank, I got one with a built-in plug and 3 kinds of adapters. Incredibly useful when you don't have any downtime to charge your devices, most importantly your phone. Although, when I'm in the hospital, I feel like there's chargers everywhere. I mean, you can just plug it into the USB on any computer, and there's like power outlets everywhere. So for me, I've never found it a huge issue. I just think having a charger on your backpack or in your backpack is what you need. A full body massage and an acne facial at least once a month. It really helped my overall health and feeling of well-being. A nice mattress, also upgraded from a queen to a king-size bed. I totally agree with upgrading to a king-size bed, especially if you're sleeping with somebody else. And using my old queen to furnish the guest bedroom and host rotators for extra money. It's basically been a game changer. Hoka shoes for the hospital. Allen Edmonds shoes for formal events or dress-up rounds. I would recommend Ultra Boost, Adidas Ultra Boost for a hospital as well. They definitely feel like clouds when you're walking on them. Although I never remember which number is the best one at this point. I think I have Ultra Boost 19s. And I've been using it since intern year, and they've been holding up amazingly. Pornhub Premium, air fryer plus blackout curtains. A sick mouse for radiology. I've seen people buy iPads for rounding. Looks like it's easier than rounding with laptops. What do you think? Again, for me, not the best experience. Lumi Body Clock Sunrise Alarm Clock. Also, a good pair of shoes. I love my Hokas. A high-quality mechanical keyboard. Keyboards are the things we interact with on an hourly basis, but never really think about. Sleep mask. Yamaha R6, cheaper than therapy. A fanny pack. Didn't we already answer this like 2 days ago? And we are answering it again today. You're welcome. All right, I think that's it for this thread. What are some of the most useful things that you have bought for your residency experience that have made the biggest difference in your quality of life? There's definitely a lot of little things that can really help us out day to day. And if you have anything very useful, I'm looking forward to checking it out too. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.